Okay, welcome guys to this week's Touch Base Tuesday. I think you all know, I think I know everybody on here, but just in case you don't, my name's Elizabeth Guyver. I am one of your uplines, and I'm going to start us off tonight. And the first thing I want to share with you guys is not starting, this coming Sunday at 8 p.m. Central Time, Jen Weatherman is going to be doing a new ambassador training. Now, this is going to be a series that we're kind of working through it right now. It's going to be, we're thinking 3 Sundays a month, covering different parts of information for new ambassadors. Now, if you've never attended a new ambassador training, and I don't care if you've been doing this for a year, you've been doing it for 6 months, whatever, I highly suggest you tune into this. Jen is an excellent trainer for new ambassadors, and she's going to break it down into 3 different areas so that it's not so overwhelming. And they're going to be Sunday nights, and the first one is this Sunday night that's coming up at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. So look for the graphic with the Zoom ID coming later this week. And leaders, please reach out personally to each new person on your team and tell them about this opportunity. Highly suggest it, even if they're really not interested in the business. It still will help them to know about the company that they are with, the products, the opportunity that's there if they later on change their mind. You never know. Seriously, most of us signed up not to work the business. I was one of those. I just wanted the cheapest price. So I believe everybody, no matter what your goals are right now, should attend some of the new ambassador training to get their feet wet, to kind of see what is out there, the opportunity in case they ever want it. So that is this Sunday. And again, we're thinking it's going to be 3 Sundays a month, but just know we're doing it this Sunday for the first time. So that will be the first in the series. Leaders, also help your new ambassadors figure out Zoom. Help them get it on their computer, go to zoom.us, get them set up so they're not trying to figure it out 5 minutes before the training and get all frazzled and not be able to get on. So help them get set up for success and be able to be on that night. Let's see here. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about, something has been made aware to me this week. I was not doing a good job explaining to my new ambassadors the different pages I was adding them to. I've had several of them question, is that going to be on the Inside Scoop page? Is that going to be on that Team Health page? Where should I find that? I was not doing a very good job. I was adding them to the pages, but I wasn't doing a good job of explaining what the different pages are. So I kind of want to go briefly over a couple of the pages with you all and just encourage you, when you sign a new ambassador and you start adding them to these pages, that you type up something that you send them that explains what this page is, what this page is, so that they know what the resources are and they're not going, where did I see that? I don't understand. What's this page? Because I personally have been dropping the ball in that area. So I wanted to just go over a couple of the pages and point out a few key things to remember so that we're all on the same page and our new ambassadors understand the resources and where to find certain information. So the first one is, of course, our Team Health, Wealth, and Freedom page. That is our entire organization's team page from me down. That is what I call like our hub of information. That is the page where the trainings are going to be posted, calls are going to be posted, things from corporate are going to be posted. And I'm not saying they might not be on another team, a smaller team page too, but we're really trying to put all the core information, training, and opportunities on our big Team Health, Wealth, and Freedom page. That is also the page where you are going to welcome them. And remember, on that page, you're going to type in November newbies or October newbies or whatever the month is. Find the graphic for that month, and you're going to post their welcome in the comments. This keeps that page clean, so where you can find information and you're not scrolling through 80 different welcome posts because the page is so big. So try to remember, when you welcome somebody, do it on that graphic, and you don't even have to wait for approval. It will automatically show up because it's just a comment on a post. So that's where you will welcome them. Hold on. That's also where we have a lot of our big contests, monthly contests. So your new ambassadors definitely gonna want to tune in and pay attention and be able to participate in contests that we run together as a bigger team. So that is our main information page for everybody on our team. The other page that we encourage you to add your new ambassadors to is the Inside Scoop with Health and Plexus page. That is not a team page. That is a testimony page. That is for ambassadors, customers, and potentials who have given you permission to add them. You don't want to just go adding everybody that you think might be interested. You want to get permission from potentials to add them to that page. Explain to them that that page is a resource for them personally and for any potentials they have. If somebody says, hey, does it help with migraines? They should know they can go to that Inside Scoop page, type in the search bar migraines, find testimonies to privately send them. Or they can add them to the page. Say, hey, we belong to this health page. I know there's testimonies in there on migraines. Let me add you to it. So explain to them that is a resource for them and for their potentials. It is not a team page. We're not welcoming people on that page. If you add somebody to it, there's a couple of ways that you can kind of tag them in something. Instead of welcoming them on the Inside Scoop group page, you can do one of two things. If they say, hey, does it help with IBS? Find a testimony and tag them in it. That way they understand this is a testimony. That's something they can use as a resource. Or Kelly has pinned a post at the top explaining what the page is. You can tag them in the comments of that post. Okay? A lot of times I just add them and say and then I explain to them what the page is. I just add them to the page. I don't even tag them in anything. So that is a resource page. And also you'll want to make sure that new ambassador knows anything they see on that page, 98% of it is not compliant, which means it's truthful testimonies, but it mentions illnesses, health issues, and benefits that aren't on the labels of Plexus products, but we know the Plexus benefits go way beyond what's on the labels. But that stuff cannot go on our Facebook walls. So let your new ambassador know we have this private page as a resource because it's not compliant. But explain to them, it doesn't mean it doesn't mean when we say non-compliant, it doesn't mean it's false information. It just means it doesn't meet that sticky criteria from the FDA. And they can private message those testimonies to people, but we can't put it on our Facebook wall. Really, honestly, 98% of them could not go on our Facebook wall. So it's really better if they just don't ever put any of them on their Facebook wall because they're new. And we want them to, we don't want to have to sit there and say, oh, take that down and scare them from posting because they put something up that wasn't compliant because they didn't know. And then also, if you add them to a smaller team page, a lot of us have an outside leg team page. Explain to them. I've even had some of mine say, well, what's this Elizabeth's Dream Team page? And what's the Team Freedom page? And I've explained to them it's a smaller team page where I do some, private or smaller contests for my outside leg group. Just kind of explain to them what you've added them to so that they use these resources and know what they're for. So I learned that, so I wanted to pass it on to you because I wasn't doing a good job of explaining it. And we just want our newbies to have all the resources available and know what they are. Okay, we are off to a fantastic start in our Thankful for Plexus series that we are running on the Inside Scoop group page. Each day we've had, now Maria Castaneda, I don't know if she's done hers yet today or not. If so, I missed it. I need to go watch it. They are amazing, guys. Don't worry if some people are worried that theirs isn't going to be as good or whatever. It doesn't matter. Everybody has their own story. We don't want these to be scripted. We want them to be from the heart, truthful, genuine, just your story. So don't worry. If you've signed up to do it, I'm so proud of you. But just know your story is unique to you. So there's not one that's better than another one, or one that's worse than another. They're all different. What this is doing is showing everybody that watches it the full spectrum of what Plexus can do health-wise, and if you share your business testimony. Guys, people need Plexus for tons of reasons. So even the little things we take for granted are huge to somebody that doesn't experience that. So, but what I want to say with this is try to use, when you go to the Scoop Group page and you are going to go live, there's a little box that says live. You click it, and then it says, do you want to add a description? That's where you'll click it before you start and do hashtag thankful for Plexus. But what I started asking you guys to do also is, if you know I'm going to mention anxiety, or I'm going to mention migraines, or I'm going to mention IBS, hashtag that, because that's a resource page for us. So anytime somebody goes in and types in migraines and you talked about it in your video, it's going to pop up your video and they're going to get to hear a testimony instead of just read it. So I'm planning on going back, unless you guys that made your videos, why don't you go back to your video on the page and in the comments, just in the comments below, come up with some hashtags for some issues that somebody might want to search for. That way those lives turn into a resource for later on, because that's what we want these to be. We want them to be useful from here on out, not just when you watch them live. So they've been amazing. I can't wait to hear the rest of them. It's a great resource. Be sure to reach out to your customers and let them know we're doing these. To anybody that, any of your potentials, let them know that we're doing these on every day in November. So I love everything about it. You guys are doing an amazing job, and I can't wait to hear the rest of them. One more thing. Oh, Thursday. Remember, every Thursday in November, except for Thanksgiving, Erin is having a happy half hour. This is a 30-minute online opportunity event that you can invite people to, and they can sit on their couch at home, drinking their cocoa or their glass of wine or whatever, and listen, be a fly on the wall, and hear a variety of business testimonies, health testimonies, and a little bit about the business opportunity, and a little bit about a few of the products. In a nutshell, 30 minutes. And this week, I am going to be on there giving my business testimony and talking about the business aspect of it. Erin is going to be out of town, so I'm stepping in and doing that. And then following our happy half hour, we're going to switch gears and go into a power half hour. That's where we can hop on, do our IPA together, just like we're doing tonight. After this Touch Base Tuesday, Brenda's going to lead us in a power half hour. So hang on for that. If you've never done it, hang on and just be a part of it. Learn what we do, take notes, get with your upline and talk about how you can start doing these with us. But hang on and just check out what we do. It's very simple. It's very easy to duplicate. So I encourage you to stay on. But we're having one of those again Thursday night following the opportunity half hour, called Happy Half Hour at 8. I think it's at 8 o'clock. So lots going on. So I invite you to, be a part of Thursday night, be a part of Sunday night. Even if you aren't a brand new ambassador, even if you've had some training, you might want to watch just to learn how to work with your individual ambassadors when they sign up. You can never have too much knowledge. I still attend things like that 3.5 years into this, because I always learn from others. So I encourage everybody to hop on Sunday night with Jen. So now I'm going to turn it over to Maria, who has some exciting things to share. So take it away, Maria.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, who's excited? You guys, we have a new spanking website. Woo! It's been here. We've been waiting for it since, I think we found about it at convention. So early May or late May. And it's finally here. And I just think it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. It is changed. So I know that we've all been used to the old website, but just be confident, remain calm. that this is something huge. This means that we've outgrown our current website, which is such a good thing. And the beauty of this is that we now have our own IT group, you guys. Before, it used to be with InfoTrax, and it was like on the other side of the world. So whenever we had to do updates or we had, something come up, we had to wait for them to send us, the patch, the update or whatnot. We now have 60 employees working in IT, 60 alone. So that just gives me goosebumps. And when I was anticipating this weekend and I was so excited, I could almost literally cry because this new website is just gorgeous. How many of you have been able to log in and look at it? Kind of just, isn't it beautiful? I mean, the colors, it goes with our new branding. And you guys, I have had people reach out to me and tell me, people that I've introduced, like a brochure or a catalog, they've told me how amazing and how beautiful our branding is. It literally stands out to other people. So I couldn't be more proud of our company, of our new website. I do want you just to remain calm. They have been doing a lot of updates. You guys, we have over 600,000 ambassadors in Plexus. So imagine all those accounts. And that's not counting customers, retail customers, and preferred customers. So just think of the magnitude of this capacity of how big this website is and what it's, where it's all banked, and just, it's huge. It's blows my mind. It doesn't even comprehend how big this is. But I want you to know, that they're doing an amazing job giving us updates. We've had 7 or 8 updates, and they're doing an amazing job communicating with us. Okay, website will be shut down for an hour. An hour is not a lot, so don't panic. Don't panic. You guys are not on your websites 24/7. Our business is really networking with people, sharing the amazing products, sharing our testimony, sharing our stories, and reaching out to others. I think one small percentage of what we do is online on our website. So don't be frantic. Don't be scared. Just take a deep breath and know that they're working on all these glitches. I'm going to share my screen here just a little bit with some of you if you haven't had time to log in and take a look at your screen. But let me see here if you can see this. I don't want to exit out of, okay. Can you guys see my screen okay? So this is the dashboard. So I want to, when you first come in, I'm just going to make this pretty brief here. This is when you log in, I want you to use plexusworldwide.com. That's the one that has been working right now, and they're notifying any tiny glitch, they're aware of it. So if something comes up, message your upline. I will be putting up a graphic and just one thread where we're going to welcome all kinds of questions that you have as you come to the big team page, Team Health and Wealth. So we want to make sure that those questions are posted on there, and look through those comments first before you ask any questions, because your answer might already been answered before. This is not to complain, and it's not a place for negativity. I choose to be positive, and I know that this is such a great, it just makes me happy just looking at it. So that will be coming up tonight on Team Health and Wealth. So it'll be one central location for all Q&A. But when you come in and you log in, this is what our website looks like. And the branding is there. Right now you have the fall colors. Just fantastic. Great articles. We have X Factor Kids. There's featured stories with ambassadors, healthy habits, healthy articles, a product plan. This is fantastic. This is something that we should all look into about timing with our products and how to take your products. So this is just an idea and a reference for you to use. So you can get the plan there. This website primarily works best currently at the moment with Google Chrome. So if you're on Internet, Safari, or Internet or Fox, they're still working on those little updates and patches. So just be aware of that. Now, if you come here, you have your virtual office. So this is where you have all your, when I first showed you the screen, like your back office, that's your virtual office. And then over here, it will take you as well. We no longer have convenience orders, you guys. Now we're subscribing to our health, to your health. How many of you have subscribed to your health? I am. And that sounds so good, the way that we can tell our friends, you know, I'm subscribed to my health. Are you? Would you like to subscribe to your health? Like, who wouldn't want to, right? It's a word that everybody is familiar with, not a convenience. Our health is not a convenience. So again, here, if you click on these little lines, we'll take you also to a little drop-down menu, or you can go to virtual office. I'm going to click over here, and I'm just going to show you very simple. Let's say that I want to, let me change your password there and everything. Look at your orders. If you go into my account, here's my profile, my payments. We now are able to use PayPal. That is such a convenient feature because a lot of people out there shop with convenience. A lot of online shoppers, PayPal. They don't have to use a credit card. It's already linked to their bank account, and it's the safest form out there. So we have now PayPal. If you want to look at your orders, right here, your subscription used to be your convenience order, right there. And then this goes to your site. If you don't know what your website is, you click on that and it takes you directly to the website that you should be giving your customers and potentials. Now I'm going to go back here and I'm going to go to my virtual office. And this is where all the pretty colors come up. I just love these colors. Okay, hang tight with me, it's coming. I mean, the pretty blue, I just love it. We want all to be with the thumbs up, the green thumbs up. This right here, whoops, gives me like, I'm good to go, okay? So it means my subscription is on. Tells me it's over 100 PV, that's why it's green. So it's on. If I click on this, it'll go right to my order and what it's scheduled for. My current PV, and when you click on this, it'll give you a breakdown of, you know, I've already met my 100 PV, so that means I'm commission qualified. And then my goal is to get to 500 PV, because what happens once I get to 500 PV? I get 25% commission. So then it tells me how much more I have to go. I have 126 more PV to go. But also it tells me a breakdown of preferred customers, retail customers, and my own order. So it gives you a little breakdown, a little pie chart. Very, very, very neat. Points and rank, and it gives you how many ambassadors your team has added. Okay, and as you keep scrolling down, there's a consistency club. Okay, so this was introduced to us in the summer. So you hear a lot of us posting, oh, I got 500 CC, I got 700 CC, 300 CC. Here's a good explanation of what all those are, and this will be a whole nother topic, so I don't want to touch base into that because we're on a limited time. Oh my gosh, I'm running out of time. But anyway, the inside scoop, training stuff. Now let me tell you, if you want to shop for an order, let's say you want to place an order really quick, I'm going to click on the shopping cart over here on the little menu. And looks similar to what we had before. Your products, weight management, nutrition, personal care, combos, trial packs, etc. I already added something to my cart. But all the products are there. And then just add. And as you check out, it tells you your PV amount. And it says you save $10 for being an ambassador, like right there. And then as you check out, you have the option to select payment amount. And you could say you want, pick up or ground. And you could say you want PayPal on your way in there. Forgot that somewhere. Okay, so maybe it was here. So you have the access to, you have an opportunity to put in PayPal. Okay, so too much talking now, but let me just tell you, there's a lot of updates coming up, and just be aware that if there's a glitch or something, let that be known. There is a website, and I will post this in the comments. It's plexusworldwide.uservoice.com, and it's a place where you could dictate your problem or your inconvenience or whatever glitch that you're coming upon. And so they take those periodically and they update the site. Like I think today we've had 3 updates. Don't be frustrated, you guys. This is something so good. They're working on it. And the thing is that we have in-house IT. Like we didn't have that before. One cool thing about this, you guys, is that our capacity of our website is 6th in the largest in the worldwide. What does this mean? So we're up there compatible to Amazon. Like Amazon can hold on to so many customers shopping in at once. Think about like Black Friday. All these people going online. we are number 6 in capacity. So remember how we used to have, oh, the system crashed, oh, this and all that. We don't have that anymore. And this makes me want to cry because I'm so excited. 6th largest in capacity. And we got it. It's our own. It's yours. This is totally yours. This is what you have with your business. So I'm just so proud of it. And let me see. So we're going to post that Q&A graphic on the Team Health and Wealth. And if you have any questions, let's stay happy. Let's stay confident that this is all good. And we should be working on our IPA and working on our business, not so much worried about what our website is and that we can't log in. And if this is something that I learned today, if you're working with an ambassador or a customer and they want to order, just tell them, don't get them frustrated. Ask them if you can take their information down. And then that way you can handle it. So that way you avoid, their frustration, or just, they might not be familiar with the website where you met. I invite you to go in and play with that website. We have links on how to order and for customers and ambassadors on Team Health and Wealth. So look those up. I'm going to pass it over to Kelly. Sorry, I've talked a lot. I'm just so excited. But Kelly's got something really cool that she's using with her team, and I wanted her to share this with you tonight because it's an amazing tool. And we know Kelly's having great success with her team. So listen up.
Okay. Can you guys hear me? Yeah? Okay. So we have this new ambassador checklist, and I got this from some other ambassadors who have had great success, because you need to have a way to duplicate your system when you're adding people in. If there's not a duplicatable system, people fall off because things don't get passed on to them, they don't get connected, and then we lose track of them. And so this way we make sure everybody's getting the same information, because we want everybody to get the same information. And we want to be able to help every single person have success by getting them the right stuff. So basically, I posted this in the Team Health, Wealth, and Freedom, but it's a file that Ashley put in my page. So you're going to have to see if that works or not on the page for you guys. If it doesn't, we'll get it put onto the files. But I tried to post it real quick while we were doing this so you guys could look at it if it works. So basically, it just has little check boxes. You're going to walk them through the sign-up process, and you're going to check off the boxes as they go through stuff. You're going to walk them through their back office, so how to log in, what their dashboard is, reports, training, tools, how they can share stuff with people, the Rank Up roadmap, how to shop, how to set up their convenience order, how to edit their subscription. Now this is all changing, possibly how we're going to walk them through it. But anyways, you just want to make sure that they understand that they can edit it and make sure they know how to save it correctly. Setting up their pay portal. Social media, Elizabeth already talked about what we're going to add them to for groups and explain those groups to them. There's also so on this paper or on this file or whatever, there's underlined things. So that when you click on it is a video that will actually send them to that video. So when you send it anyway, so you can be able to click on the video to know what video that is. You're going to help them to do a coming out post. What I've been doing, which has been really great, is I have done a post kind of welcoming them and tagging them, and so that their friends see. So they're not actually making the post, I am. And it's just, I'm so excited that you trusted me to help you on your health journey. I can't wait to see your results or whatever. And so you make the post and tag them, and then their friends are like, oh, and you never know, they might have a friend that's interested that they just didn't know about. So I always tell them about that. And then something that I've been doing personally, and something that you'll want to tell them to do, is make sure you follow up with likes and comments. So when people comment or like any of my Plexus stuff, this is what I've personally been doing, not what I'm telling them to do exactly, but I've just been thanking them. I just thank them so much for liking my posts and helping to support my business. I really appreciate it. I don't say anything about, are you interested? I just really appreciate it. Just so that they know that, that they're being helpful and they like that. Okay, so you want to learn their health why, and then you want to go through learning their business goals and their business why. Let's see, watch new ambassador bootcamp video, save the dates for the next new ambassador training. So you're going to want to hook them up with these trainings that Jen's going to start. Show them how to go silver, help them with their Franks list. So it's just a bunch of little check boxes that you're going to go through with them, just to make sure that everybody's getting the same information and that you're not missing anything with anybody. That's it. Did I talk fast enough?
I love that, because If you sign up, even just 2 or 3 people in a month, you don't always give them all the same information. And then I'm thinking, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you about that.
Yeah.
So that checklist is brilliant because as you give it to them, you get to actually mark it off. So you know who you've told what. Because, even if I'm just doing one person, I've done it so many times, I feel like I probably told them everything, and I'm sure I haven't. So I love the idea of a checklist to keep myself on track to make sure I give them all the information they need.
One thing that I want to add is the 3-way messages. Those have been so awesome for Kelly and her team. Every time she has a new ambassador, she sets them up on a 3-way message with myself, where I introduce myself, and then I give them actually, it's not really short, but I have a typed out paragraph of what got me started into Plexus, what I've noted, how it's helped my family and myself. And then Kelly's been duplicating that out with her team. So it builds belief in your new ambassador. And it's a great tool to have. So I just wanted her to share that with us. Thank you, Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we are going to switch gears now, and we're going to hand it over to Brenda, who's going to lead us in a Power Half Hour. So everybody, listen up. I hope you brought a list. If you didn't bring a list, please don't hang up. Please hang on and see what this is about. And so next time you'll know how to be prepared. And maybe you can start making a list while Brenda is sharing with us what we're going to do. So I'm going to mute myself, and Brenda, take it away.
In front of you guys. So the Power Hour or Power Half Hour that we're going to do is something that's very valuable to reach out to people, to let them know about different events or different, like I remember back in the day we did one, it was a blitz, and we did a video. This time, for the last couple of months, Erin's been doing some different events, VIP events. Well, now we're going to be doing a short 30-minute VIP event every Thursday that will be going on through Erin. And like you guys had already talked about, there will be business, health, and product information shared. And this will be a great opportunity for us to invite people. Now, the one thing that I want to point out is that a lot of times we'll invite people and they'll either ignore it or they'll say they can't go, or maybe they do go and then nothing happens. It's important to remember that each week that you start over with a different group of friends that you're inviting. So you're not inviting the same people over and over. So start fresh with that list. Okay, now my phone, just one second, because I have notes that I'm like looking at here. So like I said, and then they'll be recording it. So if for some reason somebody that you invited cannot attend, they will have it recorded, and you can still send them the link so they can still watch it. And it will expire though on Saturday. Every Saturday it starts over. I hope I have that right. Do I have that right, you guys? Yes? Okay. So all you have to do though is to get your friends and family there, and Erin will do the rest, or Elizabeth this week will do the rest, correct? So what we're going to do is I'm going to type in, and I haven't done it yet, so I need to type in the script of what you guys will say. Actually, I don't need to type it in. I have it actually. I'm sorry. Now I just realized I can't do it that way. I had it saved and I was going to copy and paste. I had a feeling this was going to happen. So, because if I go back to go to my notes to take it, to copy it, then I'll get kicked off here, won't I? Anybody? Anybody know?
Are you on a computer or?
I'm on my iPad. So if I go out of here to go to my notes to type in the script, will it kick me out?
Nope, it won't.
No? Okay, hang on. Because this should be pretty easy. All righty. I don't know if you guys can still see me while I'm doing this. Can you still see me?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I know there's got to be a better way to do this. Copy. And now I'm going to go back to you guys. There you are. And I'm going to paste in the first script. There we go. There's one of them. So for the next, I don't know, how long is it, you guys? 10 minutes that we wait and let people work on it, and then I check back in with people? Does that sound good or not? Anybody?
Perfect.
Okay. So go ahead and get started, and I'm going to get the second script pasted in there. And Maria, Elizabeth, if there's something I'm forgetting, please feel free to add in, because this is my first time doing a power half hour, and I know it shouldn't be that difficult, but
this is fantastic. I like that script.
I tend to make things more difficult sometimes. Anyway, there they are. And go ahead and get busy, and I'll work right along with you guys.